Today we're going to learn how to make one of the cutest balloon Olafs on YouTube. Let's do it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the messiest balloon room on YouTube. Believe me, you don't want to see all of this mess, but yes, so glad you're here. So glad you're hanging in there, making some of these fun balloons. A lot of people like the Santa one that we did last time. And before I move forward, I will announce the winner. That was Denise Horton. That's right. I already got that packet sent out to you, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you for everybody that chimed in with Augustus Mayhew was the correct answer. Okay, so first things first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So right now, actually I pointed the wrong way. I think it's probably more over here. But either way, please subscribe to the channel, and if you got this video and you like it a lot and you think it really is a cute Olaf, don't forget to share it with others so that way they can make it for themselves too, okay? Alrighty, and then next thing I'm gonna go ahead and talk about is the merch shop. That's right, if you're trying to get yourself a t-shirt, I still got a lot of fun stuff that I got out there. I made sure to have a couple Christmas ones, but otherwise, if you're just looking just balloon artists in general, I have a lot of those actually. So please feel free to check out the merch shop. It's just one way that you support the channel, and you also get yourself a super cool t-shirt. So anyway, let's go ahead and get ready to talk about the balloons we're going to use to make this super cute Olaf. Let's do that now. These are the balloons I'm using, and you'll see the design comes together pretty quick. And let's talk about how much balloon is left in all these. I already took the end of this orange balloon. I took the end of it, so I wouldn't have like a little pimple on the end there. But you do it however you like. I did about 3.5 fingers or so, and I gave it a squish. I did fold it in half and shock it so that way it's upturned a little bit, okay? And then I have my black balloon. I only blown up halfway. I'm gonna use this for our eyes. And then I'm trying to think of what else on it I'm doing. Nothing else comes to mind because I'm gonna use the brown for the arms because we have our sticks there, and that's only blown up halfway. I say sticks, I mean the arms are like branches, sticks, same thing. But if you want, you don't have brown 160 for that, you could probably just use the black if you already have that too. I don't see any problem with that, in terms of making it. Now, for the head portion, I am going to use a white 160, and then for the body, I'm going to use a white 260. Excuse me. That thing almost got away. And you see, I have overhands grip on both of them. Most of this one's going to be used up, and this one, I'm not going to end up twisting all of it. I'm going to end up using part of it at the end. You'll see to help make sure the body's like nice and tight and put together. Okay, but we'll get to that in just a moment. So let's go ahead and get started with the head portion. Okay, so I make sure to give this guy a nice little squish, keep it nice and soft. Okay, and so I'm gonna start with because we're gonna attach the 260 to the 160 at the end. I'm gonna go ahead and start with a couple of bubbles here. This is gonna be for our neck. So we'll go ahead and put this together here. And all I did is just wrap that around a couple times, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the nozzle there and go around a couple times, okay? And give that guy a twist. I like that. Alrighty. And so now we're just going up the side. We're going for the side of the mouth there, and we're doing about 3 fingers. We'll go ahead and give ourselves a pinch twist there. So far, so good. And then we'll go this way, and we're gonna do another pinch twist. Now, what I'm gonna do here is, it's tempting to, I mean, you could do this however you like. You can go back across this way, and then we're gonna go over the top, or you can go over the top this way. That's the nice part about this design. You go either way during this segment here. So I'm gonna go over the top, and I'm gonna end up down here, so that way I can go back across to that mouth area, okay? Let's go ahead and do that now. I'm doing about, I'm still gonna stick to about 3.5 fingers there, okay? And then we're gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna match that again. 1, 2, okay, there we go. And we're gonna do a third. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and actually take the time to do this because if I don't, I could be sorry for, at this point, and if I don't lock it. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock it now, actually, just to make sure that I'm not losing any of my progress, okay? There we go. And now I can go ahead and give myself a third bubble. There we go. And then we have a fourth bubble. I'm just gonna pull this guy over the top there. See how I did that? So I just pulled it. I didn't roll it through or anything. There we go. And now we'll match up one more. Okay. So now we end up with this 4 bubble cluster here. Okay. Good. Alrighty. And I gave this guy a good twist. And this is still relatively soft, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably just pull it right through one more time, just to make sure that it's nice and locked in place. Definitely don't want my work coming undone on me, so there we go. Okay, I like that, looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm just gonna match up this size right here. Good, there we go. So this one and this one are the same. Now I can put this guy over here, alrighty? And we're just about done with this part of the head at least, okay? Give it a squish. Now I can come across this way. Now I'm gonna make this piece, this portion right here, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, okay? I'm not gonna match it to exactly this size, alrighty? So I would say that's pretty darn good, okay? And one thing I'm noticing here as I get to the end is I slightly overinflated this guy because I do want this at the end, but that's okay because I can go ahead and let me go ahead and match this guy up. Okay. So I just twisted into the pinch twist there. There we go. Okay. So that's what we have so far. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and let some of this air out of this guy. Slowly let that air leak out of there. So I just bit a little hole in it is all I did. Alrighty. Okay, so now I'm not tying it off. I just grabbed it, so I just bit a little hole in there. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna create a loop down here. I'm just gonna bring that in down to the pinch twist there. And I'm just gonna twist it a couple times, make sure it's nice and secure. And now what I can do is I can roll this in between here like this, okay? So what happens is we can effectively get like the little buck tooth he has right there, okay? So there you go. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And then in a minute, when we get ready to put the eyes and the nose in, this is actually gonna go in this spot right here, okay? It's gonna take a little bit of adjusting, but I just wanna make sure you got this part so far, alrighty? So let's go ahead and come back to this, and let's go ahead and make the body, and then we'll attach, we'll fix up the head and all that fun stuff, okay? So let's go ahead and go right to this. I'm going to do a couple loops. About 3 fingers, pretty good. We're gonna start with this feet on the bottom here. I like that. So we just did 2 of those, and I'm pulling the nozzle right through there, okay? Give it a good squish. So here we go, that's what we have. Pretty easy to do. And I'm gonna do about a hand's grip there. I like that. Actually, I'm gonna go a little bit smaller. Okay, there we go. I like that style right there, okay? And we're gonna come right back down. Twist those, make sure you don't lose that. I'm gonna go around one of the legs there, or the feet. Okay, and we're gonna come back up this way. Then you just match it up there. I like that. And just roll that baby through there. Okay, so far so good. So we got our 3 bubble cluster there like a bird body. Okay, hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, all right, so now what we're gonna do is I'm not having this upper torso be like really huge, so it's definitely not gonna match these on the bottom, okay? So you see it's about 3 fingers, but like exact, okay? So that'll help you. Now I can twist this. See, I did a bubble right there. Now I can twist this around the pinch twist. Okay. Make sure it's nice and secure. Go around a couple times. There we go. Now I can come back down. Just match that guy up there. Okay. And you saw that it looks a little bit goofy because the pinch twists are off to one side, but it's easy to adjust them. Get them in there right. And also, remember, we're going to come in with the arms too. So don't worry about that part. That's easy. Okay. Alrighty. So you see it's sitting off to the side like a little crooked, a little crazy. But don't worry. Look at that. See, it even wants to come undone. But in a minute, I'm going to show you what we're going to do to get over that to help it. Okay. So we got all this balloon left over here. I'm going to go ahead and give it a squish. Okay. And you see what happens? I'm giving it a squish and I'm pulling it all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to go around one of the legs. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop this guy. I already went around one of the legs, I'm good, and I'm just went around it again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm coming back up to the waist. Yeah, I guess that would be technically his waist right now. And see, so there's a lot of tension on the balloon, but it's uninflated, so it's, you know, without consequence, really. And so now we'll just go around a couple times. And now what I'm going to do to finish this, to help this stay in place, is I'm going to lock this by pulling this piece of balloon, the little tail, through this 2 bubble section right here, okay? That's definitely going to help it lock in place. And then I'm just going to bring it right back down, alrighty? And so our feet becomes a good place to anchor that, okay? There we go. And now I can adjust this, move it around as I need. I'm gonna try to center it. I'll show you. Let me go ahead and turn it this way so you can see. Had a little bit of a balloon there. I don't recommend eating them ever. So for anybody watching, don't eat your balloons. They're made for twisting. All right, so I just adjusted it. So this is what we have right here. Okay. So that tail and that balloon really, helped reinforce this. Because what happens sometimes if we are trying to do this 2-bubble cluster here, it could come undone, or it might be a little flimsy. If anybody who's ever made a sword where you have your handle with one balloon and then come in with another balloon, where they connect, where they're jointed, ends up being like a weak point in the balloon. So you definitely want it to be, one consistent piece if you can. But in this case, I have just that other balloon securing it, and it's all being pulled down actually to the feet, and that really helps this from wobbling around so much. See, it's not a lot of give to it. So let's go over to our nose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll this guy into here. So now what I'm doing is I'm gonna see right here, look, I have this spot right here. I'm gonna just roll those bubbles a little bit. See that? Okay, do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And so what happens is we're able to get the head that way when we do that. See, we just rolled the bubbles inside there, all right? So it's gonna take a little bit of playing with. And now I can push the nose through there. And I'm just gonna push it right between the eyes there. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead, I didn't have this prepped, but I'm gonna go ahead and add a knot. So that way when I start looking for it, when I start pushing it inside there, it'll be easy to find that knot and grab a hold of it. Okay, there we go. Okay, I like that. Now, I'm not too concerned about tying it off right now because that knot will stay in there pretty good, and I pulled on it pretty tight, so there we go. All right, I like the way that looks, okay? And at the end, I'm gonna leave off the marker, but you saw the one in the demo, that it's 2 on the belly and then 1 on the chest area, okay? If you're trying to reproduce that, that's all it was. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get our double pinch twist here, so we can go ahead and add our little eyes. There we go, there's 1 and 2. Looks good. And we'll do just like how we had started at the bottom of the face. I just did 2 bubbles, and I'm gonna use the tail end there just to wrap that around a couple times and give it a good twist, okay? And just a couple times. I don't want so much balloon in between those 2 pinch twists, okay? So let me go ahead and trim this down. Don't need that. There you go. Merry Christmas. There you go. All yours. Alrighty, and let me go ahead and tie this right here. Hopefully that all this so far has been clear. And today, actually, you know what's funny is I was biting the balloon, and actually I have a cutter down here. Actually remembered my cutter. Go figure, huh? Oh, actually, you know what? I threw that balloon away. I don't know why, I totally forgot. I was trying to think about the design and what pieces of it was I missing or didn't do yet. And in terms of using that black balloon, and it's gonna be the little branches or twigs that stick out the top of the head. So let me go ahead and jam the eyes in here now. This is what I have left over. So I can go ahead and push that in the back there. And give it a good pull. Definitely don't want your eyes doing this. That'll look goofy. But let's go ahead and I'm just holding them in place and giving it a nice pull. So for anybody wondering and thinking, golly, man, this could take a while. If this is, if you're thinking this is going to be a line twister thing, it is not a line twister's design. So I should have said that from the get-go. Actually, I would have titled the video fastest. That's what was the aim. In this case, I was going for one of the cutest. So let's go ahead and let me get that black balloon back up here. Actually, give me just one moment. Got it. There we go. Okay. So all I'm gonna do is just inflate this guy, put a little puff of air in it, trim that down. And I'm gonna do the same actually for the other side, just for consistency. Tie this guy off. And I'm gonna cut that piece too. So when you're looking at it, it's got the little twigs looking the same. And I'm just gonna jam them on the back of the head there, in between those bubbles. And I'll just let friction do the rest, okay? So there it is right there. So far, so good. Let's go ahead and add some arms and we'll be on our way. So I'm gonna do just little small arms, There we go. So it's making like you make your standard little dog. That's all it is right there, okay? So it ended up being a bubble of, or a chain of 3 bubbles. All right, and I just rolled this so that way we rolled it through, so that way we don't lose our little thumb. Okay, a little digit there. Alrighty, and so we'll do about, I think that's pretty good. Let me go ahead and see. Let's see, about 3 fingers, 3.5. Get ourselves a little arm there. Now I can go ahead and twist it in here. Okay. That looks pretty good so far. There we go. And we're just gonna match this for the other side. Alrighty. And don't forget to scale this up, you know, use 260s for the head and then make the body a 350. So no problem. Of course, it'll require a few more balloons, but you know, in the end, if you can make something super cool and super cute, it'll be well worth the effort, you know. So, alrighty, I'm going to finish up here with this last piece here. Trim that down. Hopefully, sometimes when you get to this portion on a balloon here and you're working, and you're worried about like, oh, is that thumb or this piece of balloon gonna come undone? You know, I would say just do the best you can. Work with it. You know, just be delicate around that area as you get ready to roll that through there. And now I can go ahead and trim this off. And we will have finished up with our design here, okay? So, I think it came out pretty darn cute. Yeah, I love it. So, dang man, I'm so happy to be able to share this with you guys. And, you know, look up the other, like, you know, I would say don't just stop with me because there's a lot of other YouTube channels out there right now. I'll probably put a link to those other channels in the description below so you can check out the other twisters that are out there. Of course, you know, people with definitely more followers than me to see, you know, what other stuff they have out there for Christmas. Also for more inspiration, you know, like just trying to get as many ideas as you can. That way you're making your clients happy and anybody who's interacting with you, you know, when you're twisting and stuff like that. So anyway, there it is right there. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to visit my merch shop. But before I leave, stick around actually real quick. I am doing another giveaway right now. Contest time, yeah. So real simple, I'm gonna be giving away another bag of balloons. That's right, some more of those. The print that I was using last time, actually, I didn't pull up the bag here. Let me go ahead and actually grab that bag real quick. I'll be right back just a moment, don't worry. Here we go. There it is, and this could be yours. Yes. What is the question? What will it be? Ooh, man, I think I got it. This is really easy. Tell me, in the first, since Christmas is just around the corner, what is the name of the tower in Die Hard, okay? The very first Die Hard. What is the name of the tower that the terrorists are taking over, okay? Yeah, I think that's a good question. I think some of you guys may know it, may not know it. But yeah, let me know in the comment. The first person to reply with the correct answer will be the winner of these balloons. Now, one stipulation I would say, just to keep shipping costs down, you must be in the US. I know I really, you know, I don't like to do that, but you know, that would be the only limit on this contest. But for any of you guys, even if you know you still want to join in on the fun, be my guest. But I'm trying to limit it to US residents. So, alrighty. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out of here. Thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with me again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out that merch shop. And I'll catch up to you guys next time. See you, everybody. Happy twisting. Bye.